What's going on, y'all? This is John Alsace with Facemask Fantasy. We got new up-to-date fantasy content coming your way every day on this channel, so if you have not subscribed already, then please hit that button. But before we get into our main topic for today, my co-host Nick Payne put in a ton of work to give you guys a free 2021 Redraft draft kit available on our website, which can be found at facemaskpod.com. It's a great piece of content, something that other analysts might be charging you for, but we're giving it to you for free. So without further ado, let's get into some fantasy talk. And today I wanted to talk about Simi Fehoko. Now, the Cowboys selected Stanford wide receiver Simi Fehoko with the 179th overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. He's coming into the league at 6'4", 227 pounds, and he is older for a wide receiver prospect, but not due to him not breaking out at a young age. His breakout age of 21.8 would normally be a red flag, but Fehoko was originally slated to be a freshman in college in 2016, and he stepped away from college and football altogether for a 2-year religious mission before returning to both college and football in 2018. So as a result, we will never know what his true breakout age was. But as far as college production, while Fehoko did not see the field much his freshman season, he did become more involved in his sophomore season, and despite not starting any games in 2019, he caught 24 passes for 566 yards and 6 scores. All that amounted to an average of 23.6 yards per reception, which was first in the Pac-12 and third in all of NCAA. He had a touchdown every 4 receptions, which is insane and highlights his big playability. Now, as I mentioned before, he only made 4 starts in 3 years at Stanford, but in those 4 starts, he totaled 412 yards. Despite being 6'4" and 227 pounds, he clocked a 4.44 40-yard dash, which in terms of overall athleticism puts him in the 93rd percentile. So Fehoko checks all of the boxes of a potential breakout as long as he can get up to speed as a 24-year-old rookie. His age is his only roadblock as far as I can see, outside of the depth chart on the team to which he was drafted. Fehoko finds himself after the draft on a Cowboys roster that is super deep at wide receiver, as they go Amari Cooper, then CeeDee Lamb, then Michael Gallup. Now, that top 3 at wide receiver might be the best top 3 wide receivers on a depth chart I've ever seen. But despite that, Fehoko does have the opportunity to emerge as Dallas's number 4 wide receiver, and he could emerge as an even bigger weapon in the future, with both Gallup entering the final year of his current contract and Amari Cooper rumored to be cut or traded after this season. Now, apparently, the Cowboys have not entered into talks with Michael Gallup, and forecasting the numbers a little bit, the Cowboys have a negative $24 million in cap space projected for next season, but they can save $20 million against the cap by cutting Amari Cooper after June 1st in 2022, in which case the depth chart looks like CeeDee Lamb, and then Simi Fehoko, Brandon Smith, Brendan Eagles, and Osiris Mitchell, and TJ Vasher. So if the Cowboys end up having to finally account for their willingness to sign stars to backloaded contracts and end up having to cut some of these superstars on their offense, Fehoko could be an outside receiver for one of the best quarterbacks in the league as soon as next season. Now, we've seen the Cowboys in 2 preseason games thus far, and Fehoko has not lit the world on fire in either. He caught 1 pass for 4 yards in the Hall of Fame game, and he caught 3 passes for 28 yards in his second game. That is a far cry from the big play threat that we saw in his sophomore season in college, but that could have to do with the fact that he faced the Steelers defense in the Hall of Fame game, and then the poor QB play altogether from Cooper Rush and Garrett Gilbert, as Dak isn't playing this preseason as he recovers from the injury he sustained early last season. So where does this leave us in fantasy? In season long, he's not going to end up on any of my rosters, but considering he was so effective in college at coming off the bench and providing splash plays, if he can provide that same type of upside to this team coming off the bench, I could actually see him put up some points this season, but it's something I have to see first. But if he can show some of that upside that he showed in college on limited touches in the NFL, he has a chance to be one of the premier waiver wire pickups in the 2021 season. So definitely keep an eye on him in season-long leagues. Keep your ear to the streets. Keep checking out this channel because we'll give you more information as it develops going into the season on this guy. But for now, he's just an intriguing watch list type player. Unless you're in Dynasty. In Dynasty, this guy is a great taxi squad option, as in year 2, he will have a good shot at the outside wide receiver spot on this team given the cap situation and the projected depth chart as it stands right now looking forward. And again, he does have the chance to put up some points this season if the team can find a way to maximize his athleticism while using him sparingly in his rookie season. Right now, you can probably get him as a throw-in on a trade, and that's something I would absolutely explore, especially if I do have a taxi squad spot available. I would not pay any sort of premium for him, but as a project, he has as high a ceiling as anyone in this draft, not taken on day one. So what do y'all think? Are you guys as high on Simi Fehoko's future prospects as I am? And do you think he realizes his potential down the line? Or do you see him more as one of these perennial hyped up athletic freaks who fall by the wayside every year? Put your thoughts in the comment section below. My name is John Alsace. This is Facemask Fantasy. We bring you new up-to-date fantasy content every day right here on this channel. So if you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you for listening and have a great day.